Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. So we actually slept like an hour early this time. So yeah, today's not going to be really sleepy, is it? Didn't do any kind of live stream yesterday. We had zero time. Didn't even do any kind of video. Oh no, yesterday we only did like one story video, and that's about it. But it's pretty good. Anyways, so yesterday the PC basically rendered everything all day. It actually managed to do the entire thing because we did do the arc aberration for like 5 hours on Saturday. So they're split into like 5 episodes, which took literally 10 hours to render because each episode uses around 2 hours and 30 minutes. So literally a lot more than that. And then yeah, it actually took like 15 hours to render because it was like around 10 hours to render all of the 4K footage and then another 5 hours to extract all of the raw data into archives, along with another 3 hours for the Overwatch. So yeah, the PC spent the whole day rendering, no problem because we basically spend the whole day fishing and sleeping, you know. Hmm. Yeah, we did a story video yesterday as well. It was actually pretty decent. So yeah, so far so good, right? When it comes to the Arc series, we might be, we actually might be done with Aquatica, maybe. But I looked online and I saw how the Aquatica boss works. Looks pretty mid. Hmm. You see, when we're awake, we don't need to hold the handles or sleep, so we actually can just walk faster. Should probably swim my arms as well. Yeah, when it comes to Arc, we might stop. We might pause Aquatica. I've got the artifact, but I don't know. I need to look at the. I look on. I looked online. Apparently, for the Aquatica boss, it's glitched or something. But that was like a old. That was a long time ago, right? So I don't know. But if we ever do Aquatica again, all we really have to do is just level up the Nawa army to 20 tames, and then we'll just charge, right? Should be pretty easy. Right? Should be. All we gotta do is just find a high level female and then braid the Nawa army. And that's it. So we actually might actually try to do the boss. I see how it goes, right? But Aquatica seems pretty chill. All we gotta do is just do the boss fight. And we know exactly what to do. Besides that, though, that's about it, right? Yeah, that's really about it. What else is there to say? No, that's really about it. Maybe today we do Aquatica. Yeah. And then we maybe can do Extinction as well. Aberration can be also done as well. What else is there? Maybe we can do some Overwatch, but again, today's kind of a short day, but I'm pretty sure all I have to do is edit a really short Earth log today. That's really about it because yesterday we barely talked, but I don't need to. When we have the story videos, I don't edit that because we don't need to edit that because it's constant action. I don't know, not constant action, but there's no need to edit the story video because having it raw is absolutely fine. There's never a dull moment. Yeah, that's kind of it. Yeah. So currently our thing is just what Overwatch and Ark Survival is kind of the two things going on for us at the moment. There's nothing really else so far. Again, I could always just whip up the PS5 or Xbox and see what's up. I did want to try out that like Nazi game. You know, it's called like Wolfenstein or something. I actually might try that out soon. It's been a while since I've played like a kind of story game. There is also God of War Ragnarok that I never really finished. I never finished it. You know, I have a suspicion I should try Genshin. I don't know. I feel like imagine if we did like I never really played the Genshin campaign. When I used to play Genshin with like friends, all we did was just grind. That was it. Never really paid attention to the story. But then, like, I knew this one person who did the story and they liked it. So I was like, huh, I never really read the stories. Those type of, sometimes in games I never read the lore, I just do the action. But I understand that reading the lore sometimes is also quite interesting. Actually, yeah, when was the last time we played like a story kind of horror game? I'm pretty sure on this channel I did play that, what is it called? Stranded Depth? No, not Stranded Depth. Something. It was that horror game about like the oil rig. If you guys remember that old video. Forgot what it's called though. But it was a game about, you know, a horror story about, you know, this like weird monster thing in the oil rig. Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was called Stranded Depth or something. Something like that. But yeah. We also did used to play Surviving Mars. We might try that again. I didn't even really think about how to do it though. Yeah, today's golden hour is, well, when I first came here, I was about to do the bike cardio, but I didn't because the reason I was about to do the bike cardio is because this area here was occupied. But then, you know, they left and then I just came here. This is what happens when we're not sleeping, by the way. It's been a while since we haven't been sleepy and walking. We're a bit awake this time. But the only thing is we can't really run right now. Can't really jog right now. Reason? First of all, drink too much water. That's one thing. Drink too much water. Usually when we know that we're going to run soon, we barely drink any water. And we'll save the water for the later. But can't really drink too much water. Not good enough. Also, we did eat food late yesterday too, so our weight is probably going to be quite heavy. We're going to be at least like 71 kgs today, 100%, because we ate food late, and that means that for some reason, when we eat food late, our body kind of holds on to like a day's worth of food until like the next dump. So that's what usually happens with my bodies if I eat later. If I eat later, it holds like a day's worth of food before the next ship. So we'll be at least like 71 kgs today, 100%. Got like a whole kg of rice in us. After all, yesterday's story video, I was looking a bit majestic. I think it's because I just took a shower. Is there anything to talk about? We've been talking non-stop today, but we've already gone through a lot of topics. But I'm not sleepy either, so what am I supposed to do? No idea. Nothing's really happening on Earth either. You know, nothing's really, nothing much is too happening too much. I mean, sure, you've got like what the proxy war? What else is there? Nothing else is really happening. It's just the normal, right? It really is just normal today. Can't think of anything else. Everything's just normal. No, there's nothing else to say. Can't think of anything else. But today's work is very simple. Usually Monday's work, we would have to do some DJI editing if there were DJI footage, right? But currently there's none. So yeah. Hmm. Today is basically just cardio, chest day, chest alpha theta regime, and that's what one small earth log edit, dips and pull-ups, and then that's it. Food, and then I've kind of got the rest of the day before work. So what I want to do, we either do Overwatch or like Aquatica. The thing about uh, the thing about ARC videos now is that we schedule them in 1 day in advance. No, not 1 day in advance. We schedule them daily. So I think for Aberration, the latest episode is literally at like April next month. That's how many episodes there is waiting. Now, the reason I do that, I'm not exactly sure why. I think it's because having the videos 1 hour gets YouTube's approval more than putting like a 3 hour VOD, right? I think, because, kind of. Yeah, but it saves me from doing highlights. Only thing that is somewhat suffering is that if you missed the live stream and you only watch the video, if you watch the live stream, you're going to be very spoiled from advance because, you know, the stream is many more days ahead of the YouTube channel pods. But same time, it is what it is, right? Yeah, never mind. I just got the POV of us doing that. It would take too long to bring the snakes towards that area in Aquatica. And also we have to find another prey. So no need. Oh, my bad. Kind of went into the dream state for a bit, but there's nothing to talk about. So yeah, what is done. Yeah, there's nothing really else to do on. Oh, there's lots of stuff. We got a lot of things to do on Arc because there's always stuff to do on Arc, you know. But besides Arc, I really got to find some other kind of games, or not games necessarily. It doesn't have to be games, but something to do, right? We kind of do IRL adventuring as well, but frankly, there's not too much interesting stuff in real life, or at our current era. I'm sure real life has got a lot of interesting stuff when we reach the Instagram era. Yeah, once we reach the Instagram era, that'll be kind of interesting. Besides that, though, what else would there be? Maybe it's finally time to start doing those stories. I keep saying it, but I never really did it. I don't think I've even uploaded a single story thing yet. Maybe one day. What else is there? Yeah, Wolfenstein's like at least one thing I kind of want to try. What else? StarCraft 2? Nah. Matter of fact, I think I like Overwatch. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I like Overwatch more than StarCraft 2. Mainly because in Overwatch we actually can like carry, I guess. In StarCraft 2, it's more like a solo 1v1 or a 4v4, right? But there's not too much of a difference there, to be honest. Actually, yeah, I think it's just because, it's a completely different game. So StarCraft is more about base building and an army, right? Of what just kind of just like a shooter, action, action shooter game. With, of what just got like no lore, there's not really much lore going on there. So is StarCraft. The only lore that's going is Arc. Arc has the best lore videos. What else is there? No, I wouldn't really go back to the League right now. It's tempting though, because I reckon we can pop off in League. Like, we probably can easily pop off in League if I tried, but I just told you. There's actually nothing to say right now. The only thing that's going through my mind is when I'm holding the grip, I'm thinking of multiple scenarios that are happening, but none of them to be in vain or doing anything. So I guess Office has been really rough with. Wait a minute. Huh, what is that? You got some kind of creature. Sorry, I actually am in the dream world right now. I just dreamed about catching a fish. There's no fish. Just dreamlining of it. But we're still fully awake. Like this time we just choose to look into the dream realm. But we're not being forced into it because I'm not sleepy. Like look, it's open my eyes. We're awake. We're alert. But then if I close my eyes and touch the rails, I'm allowing myself to, you know, just idle. And that's about it. Nothing else to. Yeah, should probably go stretch and call it that. So there ain't really much to say about it. Alright. Look, they finally moved this ebb machine a bit further away. Before it used to be, before this ebb machine was like right next to the mats. This time it's not, so now we actually can position the camera in that kind of position without worries. So what is done? Pretty much it. That's about it. You know, it's nothing really else to say. Oh, we're going to be doing the chest a bit different today. I'm going to be using the machines again because why not? They were not so bad. There seems to be like a whole gang. Not gang, there's just a whole group of men. It's alright though. I just cameras camouflage and it's only three. Actually, I think having a group's fine. Not bad. It's heavy, yeah. It is a bit heavy. Should be using like 10 kgs rather than 20. Yeah, we'll change the weight to like 15 kgs. This machine's still actually pretty good, I must say. It's definitely not bad, but what would I do compared to the Smith machine? I think Smith machine's still slightly better, but this one's definitely good for like heavy stuff, right? It's like not bad. Definitely works the chest though, 100%. It's nice, you know? It's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good. I wouldn't say it's like a goat, but still, yeah. Should probably get the water started. So we're on 3-5 now. Not bad. Seems like 15 kgs is quite nice too. Yeah, so yeah, it's not such a bad machine. It's quite good actually for like fully awake. Oh, sound barrier is back. Like around 4 5s. Now there isn't really much to say to be honest. So we kind of have to be not really. Everything's kind of just chill. Not bad. So I think for the last one we should do like 10 kgs. It's pretty it's pretty chill. You know, just chill. I should probably like preset the next one to be honest. I put the trumpet here. I should probably preset the next one too. Maybe we should have just gone lightweight instead of doing heavy. Because doing lightweight on this thing is actually quite nice too. I can't tell if this is the right angle or not. It's more like shoulder press. You think it's alright? This angle here, I think, hits that spot. Yeah, this one's okay, I think. I think I might prefer incline on this machine rather than this one because this one's angle is it's a bit off. I think I might have to change the positioning. But I think this is fine for now. Still got more water to drink. Wait, our legs actually tan this time. Actually, I'm actually tan this time. Whoa. I guess the sun really has been catching up to me. Yeah, we're actually a lot tanner than like a couple weeks ago. Must be because we've been getting sun. Must be because bro, I can't drink water properly. Leaking on my mouth. I don't think sorry. I don't think our vlog can capture it, but we're a lot more tanner than before. Okay, when I do this thing, I can't have my head forward like this. Or I'm not gonna have. I have to fully lean back into this and like pump my chest out to actually feel anything. It's not bad. It's definitely not bad. Right, we're in 3 5s now. There's nothing really else to kind of do. There's nothing else to say. We've kind of done all the talking on the treadmill. You know, I kind of already done all the talking on the treadmill. So there's really nothing much else to say. I wouldn't say we're running out of content. Matter of fact, we're just a content pumping machine, especially when it comes to art. Literally, I'm literally doing like 2 series now. So we've literally got like videos scheduled for like weeks ahead. The Overwatch footage is definitely pumping out as well. Everything's just working out, you know? Just honestly trying to find new content to not get too bored. Alright, that's about it. Ain't much else left to say. Honestly, I am kind of I am thinking about trying a story video again. Not story video, a story game again. Might do those Let's Plays. Yeah, I'm thinking about doing those as well. I'll just need to bring out the capture card, bring out the PS, and finally edit to the setup. Now, reason why I won't do it on the PC, we can actually just do it on the PC as well. PC can probably handle it. Okay, obviously, when it comes to The lower chest, we're gonna have to go to the machine. Should probably spray these down. Time to just finish this thing up, right? Lower chest. It says tricep press, but it is actually just lower chest and triceps, I guess. But when we do this thing, we usually just feel the lower chest, I guess. And yeah, we did fix the tripod yesterday, I think. Was it? Was it yesterday? Can't remember. I think it was. All I had to do was just tighten the knob quite fast. Not bad, not bad. Everything's pretty chill today. It's just a chill day. There's nothing really to talk about. I think it's already said, like I said, already talked about everything during the treadmill. Nothing much to say, and plus we're awake fully. We did kind of go in a slight dream state, but I was like awake as well. What is done? What is done? So we'll do it next. Again, the weight should be quite high because we did digest food like much later in the day, so I'm not surprised if we're like 72, 71. Yeah, that's what happens with our bodies. When we eat food like 6 hours later than what we usually eat at, our body like holds onto the shit for like an extra day or so. So we're like got an extra food capacity in our bodies. I think that's how it works. Well, that's what we know from experience because whenever we eat late, like last week, we ate late and we were like 71.2, but then a few days later we were back to like 7.4. So it really is just the digestion. I think yesterday we were at like 7.85 from the chicken breast. What I will say is that I do appreciate getting the Mac Mini. Mac Mini was probably one of the best. Actually, no, not really. Yes, Mac Mini helps with like vlog footage with Deep Blue. Final Cut Pro was like what, $500? Jeez, the Mac Mini is like $1,000. But overall, it's not bad. Deep Blue and the Apple stuff and the DJI help with that. And honestly though, the most carry I would say is definitely my PC. That PC has gone through a lot. It's still going through a lot. DaVinci's not bad either. Mhm. Mhm. Yep. Like I predicted. You know, 71.5 because we ate food like 6 hours later. So the majority of that weight is definitely the rice. So we're in 3 5s. There's nothing really to talk about. Nah, there's not really much to talk about, right? I could set up the PS. I could also do story. I think. Yeah, what do I want to do today though? Either we do some Overwatch or we maybe try to just finish up Aquatica. Maybe, yeah. Might just finish up Aquatica. Yeah. Then maybe look into Extinction, something like that. We still have Arc Ascended too. It's a lot of stuff. Also Lost Colony. Okay, so Arc's gonna be with us for like a long time, but I don't really mind. But we are getting better every single series, right? We know what to do. Just create a trap. That's it. Pretty much, we just got Arc until Instagram era comes. Overwatch until Instagram era comes, and whatever anything new. But I am kind of thinking about something new, right? We're doing a lot of mass Arc in Overwatch. But again, Ark isn't boring. Ark is nice. So it's like even though we're gonna be playing Ark for a long time, I don't mind it because well every map seems kind of new, but we are getting a lot. We are very experienced though. Like yeah, we do also we don't. I think what I do enjoy about it is that we don't actually like finish Ark series properly like how most people would, right? Feels like Crystal Cracked Isles, Crystal Isles. There's still a boss fight, but it's not really bothered. Honestly, for Aquatica, I might not. Now that I think about it, for Aquatica, I might not even finish it. Nah, I probably will. The army's pretty easy. Just Narwhal Squadron done. Actually, no, never mind. Now I think about it, I don't want to do it. Nah, never mind. We're probably not going to finish Aquatica. Now that I realize how boring it is going to be, because first of all, getting, if you want to get the boss fight, first of all, we need to breed a whole army of narwhals, and then we just have to farm up all of the, you know, yeah, just roam the ocean and just kill monsters until we get enough, whatever they drop, right? Mosasaurus, something, something, squid, something, something. Just collect a whole bunch of those and then fight the boss. Nah, never mind. I'm not gonna do it. Never mind. I just remembered how boring that is, right? Like in Aquatica, we already seen ourselves kill. We already know that we can conquer the ocean, right? So it's nothing. It's about it. I guess technically to do Arc, if you really want to just rush things, just tame the strongest teams and just make a big army and that's it done. Which we're actually going to get close to for Aberration. Yeah. But for Aquatica, I think we're pretty much done. Pretty much done. We got the artifact easy. You know, the boss fight. I pretty much said we finished it. I think it's because from Cooked Earth, we've already experienced how boring the boss fights are. Kind of. Yeah. Never mind. I think it's just more about the journey, right? But just farming for the boss fights and stuff. I think I did enough of it on Cooked Earth to really care about boss fights, because uh, boss boss fights are kind of mid because you could always just, you know what I mean. I think it's about the journey. If it's about the journey, it's kind of like when Ash does Pokemon, right? When he like does the final gym boss, it's kind of like, oh well, you know, eh, sure, I guess, but it's not. You don't actually watch Pokemon just for that final boss gym fight. You actually watch him start from like his first Pokemon to his like last one, and like his progression. That's what's actually interesting. So yeah, when it came to Cracked Hours, just explore it, and that's about it. For Aquatica, we kind of explored it a bit, visited all the locations, did what we want, and already can kill anything we really want. So already pretty much finished it. To be honest, I guess the last thing to do was probably bring the Ricks to the Abyssal Lake. Yeah, I might just do that actually. Oh, that is something I have to do, but I have to be kind of careful because the Thames might knock us off. Actually, no, never mind. We actually might. I don't know. We might be done for Quota. I'm more leaning into Aberration right now. I honestly think about it, but still, it's just like that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pretty chill day today. I don't think you guys are going to get a story today. Probably not. Nah, it's alright. It's all good. So yes, today's either just going to be Overwatch or Aquatica. I'm gonna not do Aberration today. Bit too much Aberration recently. Actually, I'll see. I don't know. I'll see about it. Right. Right. Pretty chill day. Appreciate it. Right. See you guys next time.